I've just arrived in King's Lynn. I'm going to get one of those buses which will take me up to Hunstanton. Should be there in an hour or so. Good afternoon everybody. I'm here in Hunstanton in Norfolk. I'm hoping to do a bit of the Norfolk Coastal Path over the next few days. Today's weather, quite windy, quite a bit of sun. Hunstanton's quite busy. It's the 3rd of July. What have we got here? I'll just spin the camera around and see what's what. There's sort of the seafront down there. Bit of a promenade. Bit of a thing here towards Prince Charles from Hunstanton and District Rotary. Hunstanton itself got a population of about 4,500 people, and it was founded by this chap here, Henry Stillman. It's one of the nobody's sort of made a beer in memory of him. He did well. He founded the place just so people could have happiness, and in the summertime you see lots of families here with children on the beach having a cracking time. So well done, old chap. I'm going to be heading north now through Hunstanton, through Old Hunstanton, and all the way up to Burnham Deepdale, where I'll be staying the night. It's 12:30 here. I'm going to be doing about 12.5 miles today. I'd rather have left a bit early, but I left home this morning at sort of 7:45, so I've been took a couple of trains and a bus to get here, so I'd best be on my way, otherwise I will be late. I'll catch you later. That's my eventual aim, Upton-on-Sea, 84 miles. Let's see what happens. Quite a few of those little, don't know what you call them, granny shelters around. As you can see, the former lighthouse over there, it used to be an early warning station during the First World War. The lighthouse itself was first built in 1844, and then it ceased operating around 1922. A fair bit to do in the Second World War as well, basically like a listening station and observing for boats and zeppelins here and there. Hunstanton itself is known to the locals and visitors as Sunny Honey. It's one of the sunniest, driest places in England during the year. I expect it's dry because it's on the coast and lots of wind. You get plenty of tourists here during the year. People come here for 2-3 weeks a year with the kids. They're on the beach laughing and giggling and having a ball. So, you know, cracking time I suppose for children. I'll just spin this round and see if I can see the lighthouse again. And I do believe I am going down that way. Couple of nettles here. I have to hope that I don't get stung, knowing my luck. I'm the kind of guy, if I ever went to Canada, I'd probably get mauled by a bear. But that's life. Bit of a labyrinth here, but at least I'm out of the wind. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, looks like some beach houses. Oh, hard working through this dry sand. This wasn't on the brochure. Look at this. Danger. Beware flying golf balls. Look left and right. Got a golf course on that side and a carriage on that side. As if you're going to look out for a golf ball. Good Lord. Bit of a bumpy ride here. Looks like we've had some horses here recently. Got these wooden slats for quite a bit here. It was very nice of people to come in late, seeing they knew I was coming this way. So a little nosy over here. So coming up here and looking into them woods, it just looks as if they're completely out of place here. It's like you're going somewhere in the middle of Scandinavia. Looks like the old path is going that way, and they've added a new path. Let's see where this takes us. Nowhere special. Looks like we have the Home Bird Observatory. Hello gentlemen, I was just walking past. I was just interested as to what you're doing. I'm just nosy, that's all. Are you picking food or?
Sample.
Oh, what's that for?
To eat.
Alright, okay. Interesting.
Boil it for 20 minutes and then just pull it off and eat it. Yeah.
Alright, is it good for you?
It's full of iron, yeah.
Oh,
Full of iron.
full of vine, okay. Interesting, yeah. Anything else available here? You got any other food at all? No shellfish or anything in these swamps?
No, don't get them here.
No.
You go over that bank.
Yeah.
Down there.
Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of walking, so I just saw you and I thought, well, what on earth are you doing? Well, all the best.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you. long as there's no hole in it, we shall enjoy it. Yeah. Tempted to go for a pint, however, I'm going to give it a miss. First time for everything. This is the church in Thornham. Another lovely building full of that typical Norfolk stone. They started to build the church in Norman times, and the building came to a halt around 1348 with the scourge of the Black Death. They started to build the tower again in 1663, but after the Great Fire of London, which is of course 1666, all the masons departed and they went to London to help rebuild London after the fire. They went on to finish it in 1935 to commemorate King George V's Silver Jubilee. And I think a little sign there saying church open, so I am going to try and go in. Bit of this section on the road, not really what I had planned, but I suppose it's just part of the parcel. Not too much though. Coming off the road now. There we go. Norfolk Coastal Path. Brancaster, 2.5 miles that way. Wish me luck. Walking through here, it's like a bleeding obstacle course. I'm going to get scratched all over the place. Nearly there. Woohoo! Made it. Yep folks, that's through. 3rd of July, somewhere in England. Don't you just love this country? It's going to absolutely hose down in a minute. Well, this is the wet weather programme. In other words, starting to piss down. There was thunder and lightning to my left and my right. I thought I dodged it. So I'm getting wet. That's that. Haven't got my waterproofs with me. You know what they say. No fool like an old fool. Coming into the village of Brancaster now. Only a small village. It's got a golf course basically straight down there, which is quite handy. Nature reserve as well. It's well known for pink-footed geese when they migrate. They all fly over here in their thousands. And I am heading to that church, heading past it and back down to the proper coastal path. Here's a church in Brancaster, another smashing building, and while I'm here I might as well look at this little beauty as well. Don't be too many of them knocking about. A little bit of a diversion today. Some of the wooden planks are broken, so they've diverted the path this way. I'm kind of pleased actually, I'm not American. Otherwise I'd never fit through here. I've been following these three guides for about an hour or so. Looks like there's some young whippersnappers. I mean, good lord, I'm 53, got diabetes, and I'll soon be taking over them. They should be ashamed of themselves. When I was their age, blah 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 blah. Did I say blokes? Good lord. The women. Hope they didn't hear me. I'll be in big trouble. This is Brancaster Harbour. That's a sailing club there. Very new building. Look at the way they made the pier there. Just bags of cement that left to harden. I've seen that boat a few times. It must have been here for years. She was nice in her heyday. These little kind of places I could spend hours just walking around looking at the boats. Just having a couple of minutes here. My newfound favourite place. Little half boat. Isn't that lovely? I'll have a little drink of water there, and the campsite is probably about 10 to 15 minutes from here. So, good evening all. It's about 8:45 now. I'm just waiting for my phone to charge before I hit my scratcher. Quite a busy day today. I left the house about 7:45 in the morning, went into town, got the train, and went to Ely first, changed there, and then went to King's Lynn, and then got the bus up to Hunstanton. I left Hunstanton about 12:30. I got here about 6 o'clock. Had myself a shower. I got myself a Indian takeaway, and I'm just waiting for my phones to charge down in the reception, and then I'm off to my scratcher. Quite bored, so I got myself a nice little bottle of cider and some chocolate waffle things. I couldn't do much recording today because it was too blooming windy. It was quite unfavourable weather for this sort of stuff. However, tomorrow's another day. I'll be heading over to Wells tomorrow lunchtime and then a bit further. Here's my tent there for the night. I don't know if you can see that. I'll be in there. I'll just flip this round. There we go. There's where I'm staying tonight. I washed my socks. They're hanging up in the tree there. Surely no one's going to steal them. But you never know. Right, on that note, I will bid you good night, and I will catch you all in the morning. Thank you. Morning everybody. Just packed up. I'm going to leave Burnham Deepdale now, head over to Wells next to sea. That's probably about 4 or 5 hours walk. I just want to show you the church here in Burnham Deepdale called St Mary's and see what you think of it. The front bit here, that was actually done in Saxon times, which means it's approximately about 950 years old. And the front of the church itself, that was done in Norman times, and the glass and the windows was done in medieval times. So the church itself sort of spans 3 ages. I can't see too many buildings or churches in the UK having that sort of claim to fame. Nice building. It's still open. Church service on Sundays, available to hire for weddings, etc. And there you have it. Right, see you in a bit. Here we go. Down the path I've been on many times before. The tide's quite high at the moment, as you can see. You come back here in a couple of hours and that barge will be high and dry. What a lovely morning. It's an absolutely lovely morning for a walk. A little bit of wind in my back. Sun's not too warm, tide's in. You know, this is the kind of thing that you'll remember for a long time. This is the sort of typical kind of scene you get when you're walking along the path. You just come up on these little sort of harbours, all the little boats. Let's have a little nosy down here, see what's down here. Looks like there's some people crabbing here. I'm going to see if they've got anything. Crabbing?
Yeah.
Any joy? Oh, you got one.
Well, we've got one. It's not very well.
Well, plenty of time. First time you did it? First time you've been crabbing?
Well, no, we went crabbing the other day.
Get more?
Yeah, we did. Because the tide was coming in.
Yeah. Get in this bucket, see if we see this little fellow. Ah, there he is. Okay, enjoy. This little chap looking for some some food. I think I'm deviating off the route a little bit at the moment, but the ground's nice and firm, so I'm just going to stay on here and see what happens. Nice and chilled in this little place. I've just stopped there, had a little bit of food. Loads of ants on the ground. There's a fly buzzing around my ear hole. So I didn't stop for long. I'm about 4 miles from Wells now. I'm just walking through a little sort of woody bit. Nowhere to come for my Christmas tree. This way. There we go. There's quite a few of these little structures along the coast here. I'm assuming at one stage they were pillboxes. The sea's just about 200 yards that way. The trees have well grown into them now. Must have been to keep out Adolf and the boys. Lovely day for the beach. See if I can squeeze my jacksie through here. Jacksie through. Bit of a ridge walk going on here. Nice little place here called the Lookout in Holcombe. You can get tea and coffee, toilets. Nice little stop off. Looking at this tree, rather unusual. Comes out the ground, curls round and bushes out. This is the new lifeboat station in Wells. Opened in 2022 for the new Shannon class lifeboat. In 1880, had a bit of a disaster here. There was a lifeboat crew went out. There was 13 crew, and 11 of them died. The old station is a bit further away. It's now used as the harbour house. Wells itself is probably about, well, you can see it down there, probably about 20-minute walk. I'm going to go down there now and grab a bit of late lunch. There's a nice little cafe here as well. Before you come into Wells, big car park. This beach is about probably 1.75 miles away. Really nice beach. There's a lifeboat station again. There's Wells. And what I did forget to say was, all these guys who man the lifeboats will go out on every call, every time they get a request to go out, they do, and they risk their own lives for it. So I can take my hat off to each one of you guys if you're watching, and well done. Dog having fun there. Good luck getting him out of the water. Don't know what this is, but I'm guessing it's the old lifeboat station. Yeah, it's near the harbour office. Right, I'm going along this way and I'm going to get myself some food. Get myself a bit of lunch now. Oh, look at that. Can't beat that.
Yeah, because we had a big one on.
There's a seagull there as well, it's got his eye in it. It's coming over.
Right, last one, because we can literally be all day till we catch this.
Wells next to the sea, as it's called, don't know why. Has a population of about 2,500. It's quite a busy seaport from around the 14th century. They used to send ships of grain down to London and up to the north as well to the miners, where the miners would then send ships of coal down here like a swap, which is quite handy. I'll be here for another hour or so. I'm just going to chill for a bit and then I'll be heading off around the coast again, so I will catch you all in a bit. I can hear a skylark in the distance. I haven't heard them for years. I used to hear them when I was growing up in Scotland. It's just nice to hear them now. Bit of a bird watching place here at Stiffkey. All the twitchers are here. I think there's a little bird watching hut up there. Let's have a look, see what's in there then. See what birds we can see from there. Oh, oh dear. Well, looks like they're quite close up. Hmm. I think I'll stick to walking. Looks like there's been some sort of brush fire out here. It's out in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know how it happened or why, or whether it was done just to manage the trees or the grass, I don't know. Anyway, I can see I'm going to get a free shower here. It's squirting over there. You see the little haze just crossing the path in front of me. Oh well, probably do with one anyway. Just coming into the little village of Blakeney now. It's got a population of about 800. At one time a bit like Wells, they had boats coming in here, taking cargo down to the likes of London, etc. Got this lady painting here. I'm just wondering if I can go and see what she's doing. Evening all, that's another day done. I walked from Burnham Deepdale to just past Blakeney, near Clay, next to sea. Probably around 22 miles, probably about 5 miles more than I planned to do, never mind. Just having some food now, and I'm going to go to bed after that. I've just looked into this field and park myself. Hopefully the farmer won't come and catch me. There's my little setup for the night. I'm just getting some food on there. I'm just nipped to this little gate there. Nobody's around anyway. When I leave in the morning, I'll have it all tidy. Nice quiet place for the night. And that just leaves me to sit here. Thank you for watching, and no farmers around. Good night.